it's just like really close to the 10. And the partner said, one more step. Oh, maybe they'll probably be one and swim basketball. You know, they'll be. LSU's on the way. Yep, I got. Maybe he can go. All right, I got one. Players. Yes. One more. Okay. Jeff's on the road. There you go.
I got a trail.
Yeah, he's got about.
Waits down there. Okay, I've made the announcements. Give us an overview, Jay.
Yeah, great college baseball game. Hats off to the pitching on both sides. They got a clutch hit there at the end, and we did not. Get ready to go tomorrow.
Okay, let's open it up for questions for the student athletes first. And remember to raise your hand. We'll get a mic to you. There we have right up here.
Trey, just what were you seeing in the eighth inning there as you tried to score from third base?
Yeah, we were in red, which means I go on contact. As soon as the ball was hit, I took off. I knew he was going to have like an awkward throw, so I kind of tried to get a little bit over to get in the way. But he made a great play.
Okay, remember to give your name and affiliation. Okay, right back here, Jay.
Michael Cobble, WBRZ TV in Baton Rouge. Ty, you were grooving there, and then you run into a little bit of trouble. I guess what were you feeling? What did you see at that moment?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of it. I think sometimes you get out of a groove a little bit and stuff, but I think I lost a little bit of command. I think I got a little tired and stuff, but I know Thatcher came in and did his job and allowed us to be able to stay in the game right there toward the end.
Okay. Leah?
Ty, you had one of your best outings all year, the biggest stage. I mean, what are kind of your emotions since you ended up losing this game?
I mean, our main focus is win and stuff. I hate that we lost, but at the same time, I know that tomorrow we're going to come back hotter than ever. We got all the motivation in the world to win tomorrow.
Okay, next question. Mike?
Yeah, Trey, just from a batter's perspective, what were they doing a good job of keeping you off balance with?
Yeah, they were mixing pitches really well, going in and out, executing their plan. We were also trying our best to execute our plan. I feel like we put a lot of pressure on them when we needed to. It just didn't work out for us in the end.
Okay, right here, Claire.
Yeah, this would be for Trey and Ty, Glenn West, Go 247. I mean, first time this postseason, you guys' backs are kind of against the wall here. Just how do you think this season-long grind and journey has kind of prepared you for what you got coming here in the next couple of days?
Trey, you start.
Okay. Yeah, nothing changes for us mentally. We always go out there and try to win one pitch at a time. We always play like it's our last time playing the game. So we're going to show up tomorrow and keep the same mentality, play like it's our last time playing together.
Ty?
Yeah, I think that's what makes postseason baseball so exciting and stuff, that a lot of people's backs are against the wall and stuff. But I know we've been here. No, this postseason we haven't been here, but I know we're going to come out hot tomorrow and stuff, and I know that we're going to do our plan tomorrow. We're going to execute all we can.
Okay, Aaron?
Thank you. Aaron Fitt, D1 Baseball. Ty, I know fastball is kind of your bread and butter, and it seemed like you had a good one tonight. Was this as good as your fastball has been, and especially against a lineup like this? How were you able to have so much success with it?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me this outing and stuff was to locate my off-speed pitches early in the counts, my changeup and slider and curveball. But I know that my fastball is my best pitch and stuff, so late in the count, I know I can throw the ball in the top of the zone to be able to get strikeouts or outs late in the game.
Okay, another one for Mike.
Trey, I know you're not going to tell us what he said, but what's the Cliff Notes version of that team meeting at the end of the game there?
Short version is keep doing what we've been doing all season. Like I said, we go out there every time and our plan is to win one pitch at a time. As a team, like I said, we go out there and play together like it's our last time playing the game. So nothing changes. We're in a different position now, obviously, but our mental's still great. We're going to show out tomorrow.
Okay. Any more questions for the student athletes? If not, guys, you can go. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Jay, Tennessee will be the home team going on. Thanks. Okay, let's open it up for questions for Jay, and we'll start right here.
Coach Riley.
Name and affiliation.
Yeah. Koki Riley with the Lafayette Advertiser. I was sort of curious. Were you managing this game in part thinking of the possibility of maybe with there being extra games and having to save a couple arms for later in the tournament at all, or is that not part of your thinking at all?
We were trying to win tonight with our best two guys that we had available, and they both pitched fantastic.
Okay, right up here in front.
Jay, Wilson Alexander from the Advocate. For the long version, maybe, what did you want the guys to hear from you there in the dugout before y'all dispersed onto the bus?
Yeah, I think it'd be very easy to crawl into a hole with disappointment. That was a great college baseball game that we came up on the short end of the stick. It really came down to Wilkin hit a ball up the middle with no outs and got the guy in from third, and then he made a heck of a play on that play, and then they got a RBI hit there in the eighth, and we didn't when we had our one chance right there. So that could be deflating, but I shared with them two things. Number one, I've had a team in this position before, lost a 1-0 heartbreaker to Oklahoma State and won 3 consecutive games to play for a national championship. Then the very next year, this program did the same thing, and they beat probably one of the best teams in modern college baseball history twice to get that opportunity. And I have all the faith in the world in our team that we can do that. So let's stick to what we do. And if we do that well, then we'll be in a good spot.
We'll go back to Matt here and then.
Coach Matt Talby from World Baseball Network. This is microphone work. Can you hear me? Okay, now. Good. Okay, Coach Matt Talby from World Baseball Network. Tonight, around 13 strikeouts offensively. What's it going to take for you guys to just bounce back in the box tomorrow and hope to have a good offensive production against Tennessee's pitching staff?
Yeah, I mean, the teams that are here, particularly the two that we've played, they're the two premier pitching staffs in college baseball. And, Josh Hartle's really good. And, preparing for this game, we knew he would present a challenge. And I thought our guys battled him pretty good. I thought they did. Yeah, I mean, he's really hard to square up. He executed pitches, down in the zone, both sides of the plate, as Trey mentioned. And we put some pressure on him. It wasn't a great night to hit either, with the wind blowing in and a good pitcher going. And we benefited from that early in the game, too, with Ty. But I have zero concerns about these guys preparing well, coming in and competing and executing our plan. We're going to have to do it against Drew Beam, who's one of the best pitchers in the country. And so it'll be a really good challenge, and we're going to have to be ready for it.
Go to Leah up here.
Leah Van, Baton Rouge Advocate. Coach, what were you seeing from these Wake Forest pitchers that were kind of throwing off the hitting tonight?
Well, I mean, with Hartle, it's 4 pitches for strikes. Roland has a great breaking ball. Obviously, came in and struck the first 2 guys out he faced. Massey's got a big arm. Made a great pitch to Cade. You have to send the runner there, so we stay out of the double play. And it's a heck of a play by Wilkin. I mean, if it skips or if he throws it and bounces off Trey, we're ahead 3-2, and we probably have runners on second and third. So, again, in championship environments, as we said in our game on Saturday, your dudes have to be dudes, and he was a dude on that tonight. But good bullpen. Those guys are really tough, and there's a reason they've only lost 10 games all year with the starting pitching they have and the bullpen they have.
Mike?
Yeah, just kind of following up on that. Trey said it was a red situation all the way. I guess just what did you see? Josh tell you anything afterwards, or
it's a ground ball we are going, because if he doesn't go, then we're going to hit into a double play, and it makes it really difficult. Now you have a man on third standing there with 2 outs. Now you need a base hit. So it's very simple baseball, actually. And again, I mean, I don't know that Cade Veloso's hit a ground ball to third base the entire season. And so you have to tip your hat to Massey for executing the 2-0 pitch that he did and got him to swing through, and then the 2-1 pitch.
Okay, any more questions for Jay? Yeah, back here.
Zach Ewing from The Advocate. What's the pitching plan for tomorrow and then going forward, knowing you have 3 in a row?
Yeah, we have 9 guys available to pitch tomorrow, and we'll choose one of them. And he'll get guys out for as long as he can, and then we'll go to the next guy, and then we'll go to the next guy, and then we'll go to the next guy, and then we'll go to the next guy until we figure out how to get 27 outs against a really good team.
Okay. Any more questions for Jay? Okay, sir, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks. Ooh, careful.
Yeah.
Remind you that Hammond Communications posts a recording of this press conference in the NCAA Digital Media Hub at ncaa.veritone.com. Transcripts are provided by ASAP, and they'll be posted as soon as we can. And once again, if you were here earlier today and lost a hotel key, I've got one here. It's not a come on. That's just... Tell me what your room is, I'll give it to you. Once again, we'll start with a comment from Coach Walter.
Yeah, it was a really great baseball game. Two really good college baseball teams battling it out, and a lot of star power in that game, and it didn't disappoint. Really proud of Josh Hartle and the way he battled. Some things go against him there. We, kind of a couple walks here and there, and a ball in left field we should probably make a play on. And all of a sudden down 2-0, but he settled in and got us, into the sixth inning there, which was huge to shorten the lead. It was kind of similar to Rhett Lauder's outing the other day. It wasn't a typical Josh Hartle outing, but he battled and kept coming and kept making big pitches when it mattered and kept the score where it was, so give our offense a time to get going. Some really great defensive plays, obviously, the play Bennett Lee made today. Brock Wilkin made a great play to get to that ball, and then Bennett with an unbelievable pick and tag under pressure. It was a huge play in this ball game. And then, of course, the clutch hit by Bennett. Danny Corona doubles with one out, and then Bennett. And, once again, for the second game in a row, our story was our bullpen. Our bullpen locked it down. Cole Rowland came in, got 2 huge punch outs. Massey comes in behind him, gets a big out, and then gets another out the next inning. And then Cam, gets the last 5 outs. Came in with a big situation, first and second with 1 out, and a really good hitter up there in Dugas, and executes a first pitch slider and then throws a fastball in to get the 5-4-3 and put the momentum in our dugout. It was a huge shift in the game right there. So, again, really great win. Looking forward to playing on Wednesday night.
Okay, we'll open up for questions for the student athletes now. Please give us your name and affiliation and to whom you're directing the question. And we'll start up here. Essex.
Essex there, blogger so dear. Cam, when you came out in the 8th inning, what kind of pitches were you looking for to get that double play? And then what was going in your mind when you went out for the 9th?
The pitch plan, honestly, was to throw a first pitch slider and then a heater in. So that was what we did. We just executed our pitch plan, got the guy to roll over, turn double play.
And then what about the 9th when you were coming in? What was going through your mind?
It was heavy spin for sure. That was how we knew we would get to that lineup. So we spun them, just executed pitches.
Okay, Aaron?
Aaron Fitt, D1 Baseball. Bennett, that 8th inning, both halves of it, really, you obviously really right in the middle of it. First, if you could kind of take us through the plate-to-plate from your perspective and just how difficult was that play, because it looked really difficult. And secondly, you're at bat there in the bottom of the 8th, rather. What a sequence for you.
Yeah, I think it starts with the mound visit we had. Actually, Coach Walter told me to tell Brock to maybe get the out at home if we have it. So that was already in our heads coming into it. And then Beloso hits a little squibber, and it was actually a really good play by Brock. He said the ball's literally still spinning in his glove when he went to throw it. So just an unbelievable play to even get the ball to me. And then from my perspective, I've done millions of picks in my life, and I just took over. I got good hands, and it just took over. And then the at-bat. Got down 0-2. I thought Hurd executed a good slider on the outside corner first pitch. Then I took a really good swing at a hanging slider. Next pitch, fouled it right back. Battled, fouled off a heater, and then kind of just like it was 1-2, I think, and my boots were shaking a little bit. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go talk to Billy, get a good hug from Billy. He's like a father figure to all of us. He's got like 5 kids. So I went over for some comfort, and then and he was just like, hey, man, just find a way, get this ball through. I love you. And it was just calm me down, put me in a good headspace to be present for one pitch, and that's what happened.
Okay. Matt, back here.
Matt Talverney from World Baseball Network. Bennett, how does it feel to just be such a workhorse behind the dish, let alone what you had to do to just call a good game tonight and shift from the guys to your right and left that are on the podium right now?
Yeah, a lot of credit goes to Moose and the analytics guys. I mean, they're the ones who call the game. And then these two right here, I can't speak enough about them, but as humans and as pitchers, it makes my job really fun and really easy to work for these guys. And just being a workhorse, like that's what I'm built for. That's what I love to do. I love to be in it every single play and give my all for these guys every single day. So that's all I do. That's what I enjoy. That's why I'm here.
Okay, right here.
Les Johnson, Demon Deacon Digest. This is for Cam. The last 2 weekends, Coach Walters had to put you in situations just to get you work where you're in games like 15-run leads or whatever. What's it been like to kind of flip those switch the last 2 games, be in the most high-pressure situations in the biggest stage in college baseball?
It's been fun. It's really fun. Obviously, you can't complain when you run through a regional and a super regional and you outscore your opponents by 59. I mean, I love to get my work in, up 16 in a postseason game. I'm not going to complain about that. But we've been working. We all do a lot of visualization work, and we believe. So I've seen this 100 times. I knew we'd get, there'd be a 1-run save in Omaha, and we've gotten 2. It doesn't change. I treat those 16-run games like we're up 1. It doesn't change. It doesn't change who we play. It doesn't change where we play. We just do the same thing every day, and we believe, and that's why we win.
Okay. Next question. Back in the back. Jack in the back.
Jack DeLongchamp of Foul Pole. Cam, Bennett, y'all talked about it a little bit before, but how special y'all's relationship is together, especially in the back end of the game, obviously makes these moments got to be that much more special.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. This guy right here, best friends in high school, co-captain on our high school team. He's my Catholic confirmation sponsor. I just can't say enough. And there's no one I'd rather be in the foxhole with, battling with 30,000 people screaming at us. And there's just, with him, there's just comfort. And we both know what's going to happen. When he comes in, the game's over.
Yeah, I mean, he said it best. He's my foxhole guy. Every time, if you notice, I got out on the mound, we give each other one of these. And, at that point, we just let our process take over. And the results will be what they'll be. We both, we've worked so hard together. We've had such a great process together. We mold so well together. And it's just a lot of fun, To go from starting games in high school to closing games in college with him behind the plate, it's kind of a full circle moment. It's pretty incredible. I can't say enough about it. It's so much fun.
Okay, you have a question in the back also here. Oh.
So Bill Steckis, local Fox, and Greensboro ABC, and I know that's weird, but it's 2023. But so this is my 24th College World Series, and I have never, and I mean never, I'll look you in the eye and say, never seen a team that has this much fun out there. Tell me all about that, all of you, if you would, please.
Josh, you start that.
Yeah, I mean, we just have a bunch of unwavering faith within our dugout. It doesn't matter if we're down 10-0 or we're up 10-0. We're never out of a game. And kudos to just our team. The camaraderie, the chemistry within us is, I think, unbreakable. It's very special, and I can't say enough about that.
Ben.
Yeah. I think why we started this game is because we love it and because we've built incredible relationships with people. And the moment you lose sight of that is when really you've lost sight of the game and what it's really about. So I think Moose does an incredible job of hammering this into us every day, is just celebrate this so much because you might only come here one time. So we just really try to have a lot of fun. And then by having a lot of fun, you're loose and it allows your abilities to take over. So I love these guys, and it's pretty special.
Yeah.
Cam?
I'm a big headphones and loud music guy, so I'm not always in the mix. But I can tell you without a doubt that watching them as I have my headphones on makes me so comfortable and so confident. It's what I have to do to get ready. But I watch them have so much fun, and I go out there, and I'm like, how can we lose? Every single guy is having the time of their lives right now. Who can beat us? It seems pretty much impossible. So the amount of fun that we have is truly incredible.
Okay, I have time for one last question, and we'll take it from Aaron.
Aaron Fitt doing baseball again. Josh, just kind of want to ask you about your plan today and how you feel like you executed. I know you came out really strong in the first inning and then maybe a little bit of laboring there in the second and the third. How are you able to kind of fight through that and get through 6 innings today?
Yeah, so facing a lineup like LSU, up the top, 1-2 punch with Cruz and White, I knew that I would have to have my stuff, my A stuff, and have a good mix. I feel like I mixed well all game, and some command issues. I battled through that, but just having that unwavering faith, that the guy behind me has got my back at all times. Roland coming in, Massey, Cam, any guy. So I was just trying to give us as much for as long as I could.
Okay, guys, we'll let y'all go and get ready for Wednesday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank y'all. Thanks.
I have, yeah. Yeah, we talked about that before the season. Okay.
Okay, questions for Tom, and we'll start here with Les.
Yeah, Coach Walter, your team is 2-0 now in the College World Series, and you've led each game for precisely half an inning. How do you pull that off?
Well, first off, our pitching staff keeps us in it, and throws up zeros. We got down 2-0 early in both the games, and our staff just kept throwing up zeros after that, and we kept making big pitches, and we kept making plays, and we got helped out with some free passes in both those games. We had 2 walks that led to the 2 runs against Stanford, other than Brock's homer, of course. And then today we had 3 walks, and they were good walks. They were walks that we earned. So, obviously Floyd was really good today, and he stoned us for five innings. And finally there, that third time around, we kind of felt a little more comfortable in our bats with him.
Essex.
Essex Center blogger, so dear coach, for the second straight game, players' conversation with Bill Salento has led to a game-changing play. What does his presence mean to this team and to you personally?
Well, Bennett said it perfectly. The guys just trust him implicitly. He works so hard at the game plan for game prep. So in big moments, they go to him because Billy knows what they can expect, and it just gives them a great sense of calm and confidence in those big moments. And really, when you're playing on a stage like this, that's what it's all about: is just staying calm and kind of staying within and playing your game. And again, for 2 games, I feel like we've pressed a little bit early, but as the game wore on and we've gotten more and more kind of into the flow of the game, we've kind of played better as the game's gone on.
Okay. Can't see in the back here. Okay. Thanks, Claire.
Connor O'Neill, Deacons Illustrated. Tom, Brock's defense, what's the process been like for the last 2 years to get him to where he is now and to get him the confidence to where he can make the play going to home?
Yeah, a lot of hard work by Brock. He's really changed his athleticism in his time that he's been here. He's gone from like a 7-3 runner to a 6-7 runner. He's worked on his throwing arm. He's worked on his footwork. Ty Blankmeyer last year, did a really great job with Brock. And then Matt Wessinger this year has taken Brock to a whole new level. So he really makes the in-play a whole lot better than he used to. And again, that was a really tough chance there. Again, a ball spinning away from you like that, you're in foul territory. Would have been easy for him to throw it the first time, but he had the presence of mind to make sure he had a good grip. And again, Bennett Lee making an unbelievable play on the back end of that too.
Okay. Aaron?
Aaron Fitt, D1. Coach, two games in a row now here, you've kind of said it, you maybe haven't played like the A game, right? I mean, you've kind of had to grind and come up with ways to win in the late innings. But again, the fact that this team has maintained its poise and been able to grind out these 2 wins, I mean, what do you think that says about this group, and how have they developed that characteristic?
Well, we talked about it before the tournament started. I mean, we do have the ability to win games in different ways. Because of our pitching and defense, we can win the 3-2 game. because of our offense, we can win the 8-6 or 10-8 game too. So again, that's one of the things I really like about this club. But it's a veteran club, and we've got some toughness to us. I mean, that's the one thing I said to the guys in the huddle before the game. I said they don't know how tough we are. I mean, we're a tough team, and we're a tough-minded team, and we don't quit and we don't give up. And as these guys, as you saw when they were talking today, they don't want to let each other down, and that's such a powerful motivator in these situations.
Okay, Les.
Tom, just a quick one here. It seems like on that play that Brock made to Bennett that he was the only infielder really playing in. Not like you had the other infielders maybe playing for the double play. Were you going to concede the run had the ball not gone to third?
For sure, when you're the home team, to me, when we had 6 outs to get, we'd have taken a double play in the middle for sure, and just to end the inning there, and then hope we score either in the bottom of the 8th or 9th. Kurtzy would have come home. We had the corners, both those guys were coming home. But if it had been hit in the middle of the infield, Bloss was a double play candidate, we would have turned the double play there for sure.
Okay, I have time for one more question. You got? Yeah, Essex. Okay, sorry.
Essex there, blogger, so dear. Coach, what do you see from Danny Corona in the bottom of the 8th with that at-bat, and how does that reflect his growth as a hitter over the course of this season with him? Big hits and clutch.
Yeah, that's a great question. It was funny because before the inning we were talking about him bunting, if JJ gets on and bunting, and Danny's like, but I want to hit. And I was like, well, I understand you want to hit, but we need to get a runner in scoring position. And obviously Danny took care of that himself. So, and again, it was on a breaking ball too, he had gotten 2 fastballs thrown past him really in the first 2, and then he kind of hung an off-speed pitch, and Danny stayed with it. So, I think in the past, that would have sped up on Danny, and he would have swung through that pitch, but he was able in the moment again to control his emotions and stay back on a good changeup and double down the line.
Very good. Tom, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Saturday night was the 20th anniversary of our 14-2 win over Stanford. And Philip Humper's going to be here. And Neiman